Hello, this is Barry, the bearded Barry. My beard's coming along pretty good now. Uh, it's taking a little bit of getting used to. I don't know if I'll keep it or I'm going to let it grow longer, and then depending on how I feel, I'll cut it. But I've my last video, the video on festivals in the Philippines. I got over 600 views on that. Uh, Sorry, I didn't get 600 new subscribers from that. I wish, but people seem to like it. So I'm going to be reporting from the Diniang Festival in Iloilo, and I have some good videos of that. So I'm going to talk about other places to go to in the Philippines that are popular with the tourists. And instead of sitting in a bar at the window looking at the girls go by, you should get out and go and see some of these wonderful places in the Philippines. It has many of them. One of the favorite places is the rice terraces, and that's in Mountain Province and Banaue. I hope I pronounced that right. Is right there in the middle of it. They've been doing these rice terraces, have been building those for probably hundreds, if not thousands of years. They're an international heritage site. And unfortunately, the young people, they want to go and work some other job rather than that hard, back-breaking work of building up the terraces and keeping them there. But you can go and take a tour around there. I think they'll take you out to some waterfalls and stuff like that. It's also cooler. You'll find it very cool if you're coming from Manila. So that's one I would suggest you go and see. Second place is where we live, near Tagaytay, and it's the center for the Lake Taal and volcano. And it's one of the best scenery around this area. And you've got also South China Sea to the west of us. And also you've got access to Batangas, where you can go and swim with the whale sharks. So this is a nice area to come to. It's been kind of a dreary day today. It was overcast. We got rain this morning. And the wind's blowing pretty strongly. It's very cool out here now. And another great place that I've been to is in Bohol. Bohol is in the Visayas. It's southeast of here. You can take a ferry. You can go from Cebu to Bohol on a fast ferry. And once you get to Bohol, you sign up for their trip. It's a tour through the island, and you'll pass through mahogany forest, very tall mahogany trees. It gets dark in there, in the middle of the day. Uh, and it's a little bit cooler too. And then you'll go to a place, a crocodile farm and zoo. Uh, I didn't much like that. Uh, but then you continue on and you come to the Terraces Research Center. Tarsiers are these very small little monkeys that you can hold in your hand. Have big, bright, big eyes, orange eyes. Usually they'll be sleeping during the daytime, and they go out and hunt at night. They get big eyes too, but you'll see some there at the research center. And then you continue on and you go to the Chocolate Hills. Now these hills are not made of chocolate, but it turns a kind of brownish color during the dry season, and that's why somebody named them Chocolate Hills. And that's a good place. It's really pretty there and unusual. I think there's some kind of a igneous volcanic origin to them. I haven't really studied that too much, but when I went there, I got to meet the guy. He was an older guy like me, and he introduced himself and his friend, and he was the one that designed that the viewing platform so you can see the hills. And he was a very, very nice Filipino gentleman. He explained all about how he designed it, what he was doing, looking for, and making this viewing area. So you can get to rent go to a tour company, and they'll set you up with a van or SUV, and a guy that will take you through all along that trail there. And then you can come back. You can stay there on, I believe it's Penglao Island. It's beautiful white sand beach area, and it's being developed more for tourists. They have some really, really nice, expensive hotels on that. And I enjoyed myself there. I didn't get one of the expensive hotels. I stayed in a cheaper one. But I enjoyed that. Some bars, nice bars and restaurants around there. And it's growing more and more. So then you can take a fast ferry and go over to Negros, Oriental, or is that, anyway, Dumaguete's there. Dumaguete's a nice place. I thought about moving there myself when we moved. It's a university town. Silliman University is there. I went to a tour company I knew about, Adventure Tours, and they set me up with a guide taking me up to Cosororo Falls. It's a tall falls in the middle of the jungle. He had just like a 150 motorcycle, and I rode on the back, and we went through Valencia. It's a very, very nice town if you want to live in that area, I suggest look at Valencia. And we come to this dirt road that goes up the mountainside, and his motorcycle wouldn't make it up with both of us on there. So we parked that and walked up. And it's a pretty good walk. And finally get to where the falls are. And then they've built a metal stairway. Goes all the way down to the stream, the outlet for the water from the falls. And then you walk along to the falls. It's very, very nice falls there. And I saw some millipedes that were about that long and about that thick. Big ass millipedes. And they feed up on the rotting trees and stuff. But when I got in the water, because I was hot, it was really hot that day. And his wife had fixed us some sandwiches. And I sat in the water and ate a sandwich. And then on the way back, the walk-ups, just take your time. You don't have to rush up. And it was a good climb back. Get on stairs, so it's easy walking, except that's climbing. And then I got back up there, and we were walking back down, and I saw a snake crossing the road. I ran down to see the snake. He said, "Oh, no, no, no!" He was right. No, don't do that, don't do that. But the snake made it to the side, off into the brush, and I wasn't going to go in after him. And then he, further on down, he said, asked me if I wanted to go and see this old Japanese battery where they had the big guns and stuff. But I was tired. I was tired and hot, and then it rained on us. Take your umbrella. Because coconut trees don't really provide you much shade or against the rain. And so we went and sat under a couple of trees, but I had my umbrella, but it was a small one, you know, one that you fold up. And I think he got wetter than I did. And then we made it on down, and he took me around and showed me the nightlife of the Dumaguete area. And we hit a few bars and stuff, but Dumaguete is a nice place. That's why a lot of foreigners live down there. And if you want to be around a lot of foreigners, it's a good place to go. I know a lot of them get together a lot. So that's Dumaguete. Davao. Davao is a nice city on the East Coast. There's a motel on Samal Island that's pretty nice and not too expensive. Also you can find you somebody that'll take you up Mount Apo. Mount Apo's active volcano, and it's the tallest mountain in the Philippines. So I wanted to go up but we couldn't go all the way to the crater because it was steaming and stuff. And so that'll get you pretty sick. So we got just below the crater and spent the night and then came on down. Uh, my guide, he was a young guy, and he asked if he could bring his two sisters. And me, sure. And we camped out there on the mountain, and then made it back the next morning. But I'd see up there on that, there was a jeepney, and it's full of durian. I mean, that thing is packed with durian on the top and inside. And so that's what they do when they're harvesting. They'll take a jeepney or a truck, anything they can get. So Davao was a pretty nice city. I liked it there. I think I stayed one day in Davao and one day on Small Island. Another place that I really like is down over here at the southern end of Luzon, and that is Legazpi. That's a site of the most famous volcano in the Philippines. When I was taking my first geology courses, my textbook had a picture of Mayan volcano, and it's considered one of the most perfectly shaped shield volcanoes in the world. So I've known about that place for a long time, and we spent a couple of nights in Legazpi when we were waiting to get married, and I found the hotel with the best view of Mayan, and we went down. We actually went up the volcano, side of the volcano, to what used the ruins of a formerly hotel resort up there. And as far as up as you could go, but it was interesting seeing that and exploring a little bit there. So Legazpi is a good place. So you can go and see I can't remember the name of it. It's a little small town right outside of Legazpi, where in 1500 something, there was a major eruption of Mayan, and everybody in the town had run to the church to shield them, and the church was buried under volcanic ash. All the people perished. All you can see of the church is the watchtower of the church, still above the land. The church is covered up, and everybody died that had gone to that church. And that's in a little government-run park there where you can go and see. And it has great views of Mayan. So this is some of the places that if you come in here, try to get by and see. I hope you won't just stay in the bars and and Angeles City, or in Burgess Street in Manila, or Mango area of Cebu. Get out and see some of these places. Look for your place where you would think you might like to live. If you find a girl, and the best girls you're going to find are out in the provinces, in my opinion. But get out and see some of this beautiful country. And I think you'll enjoy it, and will thank me for encouraging you to go out and explore. So that's about it. I've gone along now for 20 minutes, so if you have any questions about places or prices or stuff, just leave me a comment and I'll try to answer it. And then, you know, it's still cool and still windy, and I'm enjoying that. I like it cooler rather than hotter. All right, y'all take care, be safe, take care of your family, your kids, and your pets. And be sure to subscribe to Barry and the PI, and I'll keep putting out these videos as long as people keep watching them and liking them. So from here, deep in the heart of Casa de Gecko, boy, I got these taro roots have really grown. Look through those big wide leaves. I think they used to call those elephant ears like in America. And that one right there is another angel trumpet that keep popping up around here. And so, let me know what you think of my beard. Nobody said anything much about it last time. So, this is Barry. Be sure to hit that like button too.